Oh boy, good morning to my 22 sexy and awesome subscribers, let alone anyone else watching who is not subscribed. Thank you for watching. Today is actually a beautiful, bright and sunny, warm, gorgeous day where I'm at. Hopefully the sun is shining wherever you may be. If not, well then, hopefully it doesn't rain too hard, or the wind doesn't blow too much. Either way, happy Monday, everyone. It is 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a lot to talk about. Firstly, I know that I said I was going to be making a video over this past weekend. To be honest, it was actually really nice this weekend. Ended up playing 2 games of golf. Saturday and then again Sunday as well. I just really wanted to be away from technology for this weekend, away from the charts, the stock market, kind of really prepare, because this week is going to be a wild week in general. We got the Fed speaking, I believe, Wednesday, May 1st. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the FOMC meeting. Let me just double check really quickly. What is the but anyone doesn't know the FOMC meeting, Federal Open Market Committee. It is very important because if we get right now, the Fed's probably going to hold interest rates, but it really depends what the Fed's if they're hawkish, comes at us very bearish, could probably shake the market. If they come in dovish, extremely bullish, we could get a gigantic propel in the market, which would be awesome. For some reason, this is not showing the dates at all. I could have sworn it's going to be this Wednesday, but I could be totally wrong. Okay, it really doesn't matter. Something is happening this Wednesday. Yeah, for some reason, Google is just being a tit right now. Okay, really doesn't matter. Oh, I found it. Next Fed meeting. Yep, April 30th to May 1st. What to expect? Where is it? Damn, give me 1 second. Let's go ahead, cross out. And by the way, the market cap of Mullen is little over 20 million. Nothing glorious and gorgeous out of this. Okay. I believe it's going to be May 1st in the afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern. I believe Powell's going to be talking. But we could really see a lot of the overall market. I mean, if the overall market is going to be pushing higher and Mullen isn't falling off a cliff, then we could see some good momentum. But then again, Mullen is in a world of its own. And I'm pretty sure that y'all don't really care about the interest rates. You just care about Mullen. So let's get more into Mullen for some daily updates. According to Google, outstanding shares haven't changed. Float, everything still remains the same according to Webull. News articles on Mullen, I don't really see any new articles. What is this? Reverse stock split. What is this? 2 hours ago. Let's see. Sign struggle. It says Mullen is bound to fail sooner or later. Well, it said posted 1 hour ago. Any articles from Investors Place has been absolutely garbage. Because this site has absolutely... Oh, I remember hearing about Meta Materials. For a second there, I thought it was actually Meta, like Mark Zuckerberg. No. Canoe, I know Canoe. But yeah, any articles by Investors Place, it's not really the most reliable. I lost a lot of money because I bought a lot of Mullen shares back in 2022 because all I would do is read Investors Place bullshit. And it just was flip-flopping all over the place. No new SEC filings. David Mitchery, you have not done something amazing and awesome. No news has been posted today. Stock Titan market cap is inaccurate, which scares me. Because if the market cap's inaccurate, maybe a lot of all this other stuff is inaccurate too. Okay, done doing the morning daily routine. Let's go ahead and go to the charts really quickly. Overview of basically really quickly for Friday. Friday we really didn't do a whole lot on Mullen, but these pivot levels have not been updated since Friday, and yeah, I mean we got above the R1 a little bit on Friday. We didn't completely break down past the S1, past the S2. It wasn't a complete sell-off to the all-time low. And there's a lot of real negativity all over the place, but then again, I mean, Mullen's leadership deserves negativity. It's kind of really unfortunate that on X there's a lot of negativity towards people and stuff. But then again, there's been so much manipulation in the PR out of Mullen, in Mullen's stock price. It's really hard to find like the solid truth, but I'll go ahead and reiterate my overall intention of being here and making these videos is to really just go over the charts. And I mean, it's not looking, I mean, it's just not pretty. We gotta end up retaking all these areas. We'll go over. Tesla is getting a humongous bounce right now. Tesla is up close to 13% in pre-market. Yeah, so Tesla is definitely regaining a lot of what they lost. Because when Tesla pretty much fell off a cliff, where is it? Right around $200 in March, beginning of March, we kind of really saw how Mullen ended up nosediving with Tesla. So it's very interesting to see if Tesla, and the reason why Tesla is skyrocketing right now is because Musk just got back from China. Apparently he was over there talking about FSD, full service driving. I think that's what it stands for. So when Tesla basically lost its balance at $200 a share, broke down from key levels, we pretty much saw Mullen fall off a damn cliff here. And this is when I was actually started making videos on Mullen. So it's very interesting to see what impact Tesla has on Mullen today. Hey, hopefully Mullen skyrockets today. I would love to take a day trade on Mullen. I ended up just taking a trade myself on SoFi. They just ended up dropping earnings today, which was really good. Although SoFi right now is kind of really selling off in a way, but they ran last week a little bit, especially Friday and also after hours. I was ended up buying SoFi for the last couple weeks, right around the mid to low sevens. Ended up selling 3/4 of my position in this area. And I still am currently holding some shares on SoFi, but SoFi is so much of a different company compared to Mullen as a company. You can't even compare the two. SoFi, very profitable, very big growth. But the point that I'm pretty much saying is that I'm a trader, and when I have the capability to make a trade, take a trade, you take a damn trade. I ended up taking a trade on Mullen last week on this glorious, gigantic push, and unfortunately, a lot of people bought in, expecting Mullen to do something like this. It is very unlikely because there is so much resistance that we have to get through. Can Mullen do something like this? Sure. You know, you're talking about a 40% move in a single day. Absolutely. Can Mullen do something like this with the right piece of news? Sure. But there are still people all over the place, whether it's on X, Twitter, whether it's on Reddit, stock tweets, they're still calling for like a Mullen, like Moas, mother of all short squeeze, and those people just don't really understand technicals, and I don't really mean to be the bearer of bad news, but we got to take it one day at a time, especially with Mullen, because we are still in crucial danger zone. When I'm talking crucial danger zone, I mean, we don't know how Mullen is going to, or what the SEC is going to do, because Mullen has been below the 35 mil market cap now for, I gotta really find a definite day, but I think it's coming up on the 30-day mark. If Mullen becomes non-compliant again, that's pathetic. I mean, the entire reason Mullen did a three reverse stock splits is because they were non-compliant for a year, over a year, I believe. So let me update the pivot levels as I'm talking. So we got to take it one day at a time with Mullen. If you are and don't get me wrong, I used to be like people on stock twits that believed that Mullen could go from $3.20 magically by a snap of the fingers to like $30. I did not understand price action. I did not understand pivot levels. I did not understand KC is a Keltner channel, or this has to be updated. I'll update that momentarily. I didn't understand how stocks really moved and what shorts manipulation can actually do to the stock price. Let alone, I really was not sure what type of a trader I wanted to be. In this day and age, I really want to be, I am more of a, I want to say 60, actually probably even more. Until our overall stock market goes extremely bullish, I am probably going to be a 70% day trader, 30% swing trader. I mean, for anyone who is a long-term investor in SoFi, right now, something like this, after an amazing earnings, like, me personally, I'd probably be loading up the boat and buying a bunch of shares, but I was buying for the last couple weeks, and I ended up seeing, we ended up slowly breaking down, and SoFi has a market cap well over $8 billion, so they're going to be moving a lot slower. You're not going to be getting these gigantic things very often, like these huge bearish red engulfing candles aren't going to come very often. They're going to be slowly forming, and then boom, you're going to be breaking down. So if you see something like this, you can basically pretty much predict a little easier of where things are going to be going. But yeah, I ended up selling out. I locked in some nice profits for today, and that's like who I am as a trader now. Is really when I can take profits, I take profits, and it's all about taking profits. At the end of the day, we're all here to make money. But I can go ahead and tell you, Keltner channel, where are you at, baby? 362. Like I said, it is important that we are tracking the Keltner channel, 362. Because the Keltner channel last week used to be 375. We ended up running all the way past the Keltner channel. Very good on the daily time frame. Extremely good to know. But, we ended up closing green on Friday, which is not terrible. We didn't end up completely breaking down and losing everything we held. But understand that Mullen does have the capability to do this. You know, they can still continue to push down. Do I think they will? I really don't know. This stock is so unpredictable, and I'm not. It doesn't even matter if somebody. It doesn't even matter if somebody is a financial advisor. Even if you are a licensed financial advisor, I guarantee you that you could not probably even predict where Mullen's going to go. It doesn't even matter. It really does not. But I can go ahead and tell you what Mullen is probably not going to do. And they're probably not going to magically go to 30, 60, $100. Can we get a gigantic good pop today? We definitely can, and I hope we do, and I pray we do. I'd love to make some money. I'm still holding some Mullen shares. And the reason I'm holding Mullen shares is because I'm making content on Mullen. I've held Mullen shares way longer than I should have all throughout 2022. But hey, lessons learned. But as for Mullen, you got to know when to take profits, and you got to know when to actually understand. And a lot of times and I'll give you a prime example. I ended up pushing my money today a little bit more than I should have. I ended up buying some shares right around this area of SoFi. Let's see, 813. Okay, so a little lower, 813. I ended up pushing my money, and luckily, because my average was a lot lower than what I bought shares on, because I sold shares in this area, I ended up taking profits from the mid to low 7 range. But I honestly thought that SoFi was gonna significantly do something like they did on their previous earnings. On their previous earnings, we ended up having a wonderful day. Now, the reason why we ended up crashing down after their earnings is because the next day, ironically, we got bad, I believe it was bad CPI data. It was something CPI related. Anyone who doesn't know about SoFi, they are a bank. So right now they're following all this insane inflation nonsense that's basically affecting the entire market. But the point that I'm saying is that I thought we were going to do something like this, and I was wrong. And that's why I ended up selling a lot of my position in this company, is because I was wrong. The way that you have to trade stocks is whatever you think is going to end up happening. A lot of times you got to think the opposite. And it's lessons that I've learned, especially in the last year and a half of really doing this. Mullen has taught me a lot of lessons, and you just got to be careful. That's basically the biggest thing. It's just you got to be careful. But I was going to make a video on Saturday talking about some negativity, especially on X and Twitter, and I just said to myself, you want to know what? I really don't want to fill my weekend with looking at some negativity, but there's a lot of negativity going back and forth between people, and some really is justified. I think some is way over the edge. But at the end of the day, people are pissed, and everyone has the right to be. I will probably never remake the amount of money that I lost in Mullen going forward. But if I have an opportunity to day trade Mullen, to take away some great profits, I'm going to take away some great profits. And I'm praying for the best. I really do pray for anyone who's holding Mullen long term with a high average. I really do hope that Mullen squeezes to 10x. Let's say Mullen goes to $30 today. I'm gonna be trading that thing left and right. I'm gonna be buying the rips every single time we push up, every single time we pull back. I'm gonna be in and out of the stock, locking in profits, significantly day trading the stock for me. That's how I operate. But if Mullen ends up squeezing hypothetically 1,000%, and I end up day trading 400% out of that 1,000%, that's a huge win. I'm happy with that. You can't be greedy. The way that you know that you kind of get it, and the way that you know that FOMO can really leave your body, is when you are okay with not getting in at the bottom, and you're okay when you're not selling at the top. That's how you know when FOMO has left your body. It's all about profits. It doesn't matter about taking the entire... Never ever try to take the entire piece of the pie. Take a piece of the pie. Walk away with a piece of the pie. I lost a lot of money throughout 2022 and early 2023 because all I wanted to do was make retirement from one asset, Mullen. And obviously it didn't work out. But I learned so much. Anyone who's still watching these videos, thank you so much. Not really sure what I'm going to call this video, but let's, hopefully Mullen drops news today. Hopefully Tesla Tesla's having a great run right now. These pivot levels are not accurate for Tesla. But yeah, I mean, hey, Tesla, keep it going, baby. Keep it going, keep it going. We're above the VWAP. We have so much volume. It's glorious. Anyone with Tesla calls, you are probably going to be making some good money today. Otherwise, yeah, let's all just make money. It's everyone should make money. Everyone, hopefully. Take it easy, everyone. If Mullen drops news, I'll cover the news on Mullen. Otherwise, yeah, let's have a great Monday. Start the week.